Welcome back to the channel. We're going to continue on the Gladiator back bumper. Last week we got the bottom all tacked up, holes cut for our tow hooks, so the body's just the way it's going to stay, aside from getting welded and cleaned up. But we started to slide it over the tow hooks and weld the mounts on, but we need to cut the bottom of these mounts off somewhere in here.
Yeah, actually somewhere in here.
Yeah, that's what I said. Somewhere in here, we got to cut all this extra off. So we'll do that, and I think we'll go ahead and start welding on this thing. It's going to be a lot of welding today and a lot of cooling. You know how that goes. Can't get it too hot. We don't want this thing to turn into a rainbow on us.
Also, don't want anybody to forget, this is the end of the giveaway for the Norseman drill bits.
Yep.
So the winner will be in the description below. So you can get with us, bruisedandburn@gmail.com. Get all the details on how to get those coming your way. Congratulations.
Yep. Stick around to the end and we'll let you know what's next.
Yep, we'll let you know what the next giveaway is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's get started on this thing.
Yep. Knock that off. Then we can bolt those back up. And the bumper will actually slide on now because it won't be hitting here.
Yeah.
But I think we need to get a lot of the welding done before we get to that point. Because there's just no way to completely eliminate any warpage. It's going to move.
Mm-hmm.
And once the mounts are welded on, any movement it does is going to make it where the bolts don't want to go in anymore. So, I guess we'll do some welding. This will be the plate that actually mounts to. We just cut it a little bit bigger than the hole is going to be. The hole is going to match this pretty tight. So it'll fit in behind the hole we cut over there for this. Then we'll have a square hole for this thing to mount to. Go whack it and use it as a template. I guess I could have cut the middle first, huh? Why didn't you tell me you cut the middle? Got in the zone.
Yeah, I wouldn't make it.
What's your no fitty?
Dang it, man. A little too snug.
I think somebody needs to practice reading the tape. Oh, I think it has a arc to it. Yeah, that's why. Yeah, it has it in both directions.
Santa Monica. One more time.
Maybe. Yeah. We probably want to sand on it some more. There ain't even enough room in there for paint. And I'm picking it up. We'll take that little electric file and put a little bit of an arc on these. Found another minor little setback. So we were measuring things and looking at things.
Major setback. It's not sugar-coated.
I don't know about a major setback. Major setback would be if we had cut this hole already. Yeah. That would be a major setback.
I'll agree with that.
As it is, we haven't cut that hole. But our mounting plate on the Jeep is 6 inches wide, and most of it goes to the inside. And there's only about an inch of clearance from this face of this to that mounting plate. And as you can see, this is deep. It's almost 3 inches deep. So that just wasn't gonna work. It was gonna hit the plate, the mount. So luckily we caught it. Bub figured it out. So the solution to the problem is to slide this almost all the way over. We're gonna give it about a 1/4 inch gap or so and mount it vertically instead of horizontally. So it'll be looking like this instead, which we both agree is gonna look good.
The only problem I have with it is having to bring it in a lot closer to the center, but it's about all we can do. We don't have enough room to go out here, so that's what we're gonna do with it.
It is what it is. Not much we can do about it. We'll just keep on welding, keep on marking.
Yep.
It's a lot of welding.
Still a lot of welding. Definitely a lot more linear inches of weld on this one, it seems like, than the other one.
Yep.
So we got the backing plates all cut out, cleaned up, fitted for the lights to recess those lights. So got the holes punched. All we gotta do is drill them. And since we're short on room back there, we're probably just gonna tap these like we have been everything else. And that way we don't have to worry about nuts, trying to get nuts back there or any of that good stuff. So get that done too.
All right, finally got her welded out. I think that's it. Only took about, I don't know, 10 hours.
Ridiculous what
As you can see, it's done got dark on us.
Yeah. We're working overtime today.
But that's all right, it can cool down overnight. Hopefully relax a little bit. We'll pull that square tubing off tomorrow and see what she does. All right, well, it's the next day, so it's been sitting all night, and it's time to cut this square tubing loose. Let's see what it did. So we'll take a quick measurement where it's at now. Cut that thing loose and see.
Yeah, see how much it moved on us. Hopefully none.
If it drew, how much it drew. We got 5/4 and 5/16.
Yep, now for the exciting part. Yeah, cut this thing loose. Everybody stand back.
Yeah.
Hopefully the square tubing doesn't fly through the wall of the shop.
I swear that was plugged in when I grabbed it. Too many cords laying around here.
It might have been.
We'll leave a little on there.
Come on, don't be scared.
Safety's sake. I'm
See some
scared.
Popping action. Oh,
Whew.
yeah, popped a little.
Yeah, it pulled out too. It's not what we wanted. That's why we left that extra on there. We got 64 and 5/8. So it pulled out
Dang.
5/16.
Yep.
Which 5/16 isn't that horrible. That's only 5/32 on each side. I know we got that.
Yeah, that won't be too bad. I wonder.
I like the license plate.
Yeah. Had to go to town this morning.
Gotta get that barbacoa.
Yep. Get us some barbacoa, breakfast of champions in South Texas.
Mm-hmm.
So had to zip tie the license plate on, that way Popo didn't give me any grief. Alright, so what do you want to do now?
Well, we got options.
Well, I'd say let's finish the lights.
I was gonna say sanding.
Okay.
Just because this thing is pretty hideous with all these little 1-inch welds all over it. It's kind of hard to look at like it is.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, the grinding's coming along pretty nice. Everything's looking pretty good, but there is some, I don't know if you can see it. Yep, there we go. We got a pinhole there. There's several others.
No spots.
Yeah, skip this part because it was going to wipe away my marks. I don't want to lose my marks. Same thing here. We're going to leave that. But it's a little low in this corner here. I'm going to add a little metal before I keep sanding on that. There's a pinhole right here. And there's a bunch over here. Not sure what happened. There's one. There's one. There's 3 more. So I'm gonna fix that up before I go anymore. Then we'll flip it over, work on the bottom, get it all looking nice and pretty. Oh, outside, dummy. Kind of works.
Now, why'd you do that?
I didn't do nothing.
You pick up the camera, point it at me, and make me break the belt.
Sure, act like you haven't done that 5 times in the last day.
Feels like 7 times.
All right, let's flip it over, clean up the inside so we can weld those plates in.
Closer than yet. Okay.
We got all the light brackets in to recess the lights. So they're recessed to the thickness of the 3/16. I think they come out pretty good. There's a little better look at it. Still sticks out just a touch.
Yeah, by the time you spray it, it probably will be flush.
That's true. That's true. It's gonna be line X, so it'll add a little thickness to it.
And these are pretty flush right now.
Yeah, that flange is a little thinner on those. So that's how that's gonna be. It's looking good. It's coming along. It's all sanded and cleaned up. So we're gonna stick it on there and finally weld the body to the mounts. We've been saying we're gonna do it for 3 days, but I think this time we actually will. Surprise!
Yeah.
So the issue is that it kind of wants to roll onto the mounts, but it can't go up because the bottom of the bed slider is touching the bottom of the bed.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about yours, but mine is close. Super close.
Yeah, I mean, mine seems pretty close.
Like a 1/16 of an inch from doing what I needed to do.
All right, so we're having clearance issues. It's where the tow hooks come through from the mounts, through the bumper. With everything how it is right now, they just barely won't clear. So we're just gonna take those out. That little bitty gap won't be a problem to weld up. Newman.
What is it?
This man still needs more. Doesn't seem like that much, but so close. Looks like from inside.
No, my side's going. I'm not sure why this side isn't going.
So just didn't give it enough persuasion. I'm into the bed here.
Yeah, your gap looks like it's pretty much where it needs to be too. Maybe a little tight in there.
I clean those up too.
Yeah. I got a half everywhere. This perfectly straight. Maybe a touch over a half, but not much we can do about that. Yeah. About, I don't know, 17-30 seconds. Almost 9/16. It's close enough. It's definitely got a little warpage going to it. I mean, it's not enough to really see it with your naked eye, but start pulling the tape and there's a 16th here and a 16th there, and I mean, at this point nobody will ever know except for us and you. We won't tell anybody if you don't. Well, I think if it's where we want it, we start putting some tacks on it, get it back off, weld it out. Okay. My side's coming off. Oh. Oh, easy, easy. That wasn't bad at all. I have a feeling that'll work.
Yeah. Pretty dang good to me.
Still got room for our license plate light. It's not what we wanted, but it's what we got. We decided this is the best alternative to the factory ones. They just wouldn't fit with this. Where we're hitting back here at the plug, it's just too much stuff going on behind the factory license plate lights, so it was hitting here. So it was a no-go on that, unfortunately.
Yep.
So we're going with a classic.
On to the Amazon specials.
Yep. We thought about still putting something in here, but we couldn't come up with something that we were going to be happy with. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with these. That's what we're using. Pretty simple to put in. We're just putting this in first so we see where we got room and where it needs to be and all that. But yeah, they're going to be right in the middle. Just got to drill a hole for the wires, some screws, about it. Whack that out.
Bad. A little cleaning up, sanding. Hopefully it'll fit like a glove.
See where we're at. Yeah, it ain't gonna need much. So right now it's hitting these clips, but I don't want to jam them in there. I think it's really close. It's a pretty good fit where it's at. I'm most likely going to have to do some customization on these. It's not a bad design, but it's made to clip a lot thinner material than what we're working with here. So these things don't have a lot of room between the end and the plastic. So we're probably gonna have to trim the end of this off, because that's 3/16 is probably twice as thick as what it's made to clip on. It's gonna clearance this clip enough to where it can actually pop. So that's more or less what we need to cut off. It's quite a bit. Oh yeah. I don't know. It's a little loose.
Dang it. I put some extra paint on the back.
Yeah, so
I would say we don't worry about that till it's done.
Yeah.
See what the fit's like.
Yeah, that's a good point. There's no need in making any adjustments until it's painted. That's a big old gap.
Yeah. It's a Grand Canyon of gaps.
Probably ought to build it up a little on that 1 inch. And then we won't have to put so much heat on this 3/16. See if we can't fix this mess here.
First you see it, now you don't.
Call me the Magic Man.
Magic Man. El Diablo.
All right, well, I think we're gonna have to call it there. We're out of time for this weekend. We'll have to come back and finish up next week. Again, congratulations to the winner of the drill bits. Your name's in the description. And next month, we're gonna give away a Stabila level. These things are pretty cool. You've probably seen us use them here. This is the Torpedo with the Pro Mag built into it. You can roll that around to, you know, whatever degree it is. And we use that on this. So we thought it was appropriate, and Stabila's pretty much the name in levels. I've used them for a long time. I really like them. So that's what it's gonna be this month. So to get entered in that, all you got to do is subscribe and type subscribed in the comments. It's that simple. And we'll pick a name at the end of the month. So if you like the video, hit that like button and subscribe, of course. Type subscribe to get entered. And if you want to check us out on Patreon, any support we can get there is greatly appreciated. And we'll catch y'all in the next one. Thanks for watching.